Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Unfiltered with Omoti. Yes, this is the space where we talk about the motherhood feels, the friendship shifts, the marriage moments, and all of the drama in between. Who doesn't like the sound of drama? This is where all of the drama is going to be happening. This is going to look like your normal group chat. So don't worry, if you're a mom, a sister, a friend, this is the space for you. Today, I want to talk about something that doesn't make it to Instagram. The motherhood feels that no one talks about. The moments where you just question yourself. The days you snap, you forget, you cry, or you just want to disappear for a second. We don't talk about them enough, and I think it's time we do. Yes, it's time. What if I told you that there were times that I forgot to pack snacks for my kids to school? You know, on this particular day, my kids were going on a school trip, and I already said that I was going to pack something beautiful for them. I was overwhelmed this particular day. I was running on 2 hours of sleep. I don't know how I forgot, and I totally forgot to pack his snacks. The teacher called me and said he had no snacks, and my son was crying in the class. You can imagine how I felt. I was crying. I felt like a failure. I felt like I had let him down because I do not want him to start asking other kids for snack. I don't want to be the type of parent who forgets important things. Those are days when I just question my parenting. I question myself for being so forgetful. You know, I really felt bad this day. Though I told the teacher to help me give him something and I didn't mind paying for it, but it really made me understand that that moment was there and I just needed to deal with it. And it's so funny that sometimes I see some moms on social media having this very perfect life, their kids' snack bag looking so beautiful, everything aesthetically pleasing, and I begin to question myself, Omotayo, why don't you buy these beautiful bags for your kids? Why don't you make everything so pleasing? And, why don't you set all of these things? Why are they not looking pretty? You just bring a Ziploc from the drawer and you put your kids snack in it and you ask them to take it to school. Why don't you be like these other moms? Comparing myself to all these moms that I see on Instagram with perfect pictures of themselves and their kids, everything looking so attractive. I do that. I do that a couple of times. I watch some videos and I'll be like, why can't you be like these other moms? These other moms with their very beautiful body, all dressed up and everything looking so attractive. They have snacks, they have fruits, they have juice, they have water, everything looking so nice on the table for the kids. But you're there forgetting snack, ordinary snack. What kind of a mom are you? What sort of a mother are you? You know, I compare myself to other moms sometimes and it makes me feel terrible. So I sit down and I feel like, wow, am I not doing enough? What sort of a mom are you? What kind of mother forgets to pack snack for their kids? What kind of a mother forgets important things? Forget to give their kids some basic things that you should even remember when someone wakes you up from sleep. But then it is what it is. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm just a mom trying to get by every day. I want to be emotionally, physically, psychologically present for my kids. So then, yeah, I forget something. I forget sometime. Yes, a couple of times I've fallen short of those moments. Another moment when I question myself, maybe during the weekend when I plan to have enough playtime with the kids. But then I'm either bulk cooking or doing laundry or probably trying to check Instagram or TikTok, and I realized that I've not really spent enough time with them. And by the time they tell me, Mom, it's almost bedtime, it's almost dinner time, I start feeling guilty for not spending enough time with them all day. But it's a question of, do I really want to spend time with them, or do I want to have some me time, or do I just want to do something around the house? There's always this conflict of me thinking I'm not having enough playtime with my kids, and me thinking that I also need some time to myself, and also thinking that I need to get some things done around the house. So That moment sometimes makes me question my motherhood skills, and it makes me feel like I'm not a great mom, like I'm not doing enough, like I'm not spending enough time with them. We're around the house, they are screaming, they are yelling, and I want to tell them to keep it low. Like, guys, please let me have some sanity here. And it hurts me when I ask them to stop yelling, because they are kids at the end of the day. And what do kids do? They play. They play, they yell. They are allowed to do that because it's their time. But then, the sound of the yelling, the screams sometimes feels like a volcano, like there's gonna be a volcanic eruption in my mind. And I'll be thinking, what is wrong with these babies? Do I just run away from them? Do I just disappear for a second? But then there is the little one walking to you and saying, Mama, I love you. And then your heart gets melted again. And you just keep doing it. You just keep taking it one day at a time, because that's why you're a mother, right? You don't want them to see you as that perfect mother. You just want them to see you as a mother who is emotionally present for them. And with them, these are just few out of the times where I've had to question my mothering skills. Where I've had to question if I'm really, really, really doing a great job, if I'm a great mom. But then I keep it going. I take it one day at a time. If you've ever felt like you're the only one messing up, just know that you are not. We are all trying. We are all human. And we're allowed to have bad days. Yes, if this episode made you feel seen, send this to another mom or comment below. Tell me your most unfiltered mom feel. We need to normalize the real side of motherhood. I enjoyed sharing this part of me with you guys. And I feel like I'm talking to some mom group, like some mom friends that I've made already. So if you really, really want more episodes like this, and you have some stories you would love to share with me, please comment below. I'm always here, your mom friend, Omotayo. Until next time, this is Unfiltered with Omoti.